So you want to go from Mortal Kombat 1 to Street Fighter 6, but you don't know how to? Then this video is for you. Welcome to Mount Olympus Gaming. I'm your host, God Sior, and in today's video, I'm going to help you with that transition. So let's get right into it. So the first thing I want to discuss, it is the 4-button layout compared to the 6-button layout. So if you're coming from Mortal Kombat 1, you typically have a 4-button layout, which is a high punch, low punch, high kick, low kick, right? In Street Fighter 6, however, it's a different story. There are 6 buttons. You have 2 more additional buttons to attack. And the 6-button layout is described as the following: light punch, medium punch, heavy punch, light kick, medium kick, heavy kick, right? So that's going to be the obvious difference when you're transitioning into Street Fighter 6. Now, the second part of this is the inputs. Typically in Mortal Kombat games, you have a 2-directional, sometimes 3-directional input along with a button to do a special move. Now, in Street Fighter 6, however, it's slightly different. So, in Mortal Kombat, you are probably used to doing back, forward, high punch, which usually does Liu Kang's fireball. Well, in Street Fighter 6, to do the same fireball, you have to do a quarter circle motion. And I'm gonna show you a tip that helped me. Hopefully it will help you. So, similar to the 2-direction, I want you to practice. Down, forward, right? That's the motion. Down, forward. Now, the difference is when coming to Street Fighter 6 is, instead of just tapping down, letting go off the D-pad, hitting forward, then punch, you're gonna slide your fingers. That's right, slide your fingers, right? Do the lazy boy style, because by doing that, it's gonna register in Street Fighter 6 as a quarter circle motion. So you're gonna start from down, slide your fingers up to the forward, then tap light punch or whatever button is associated with that move. Congratulations, you just did your first quarter circle move. So in Mortal Kombat 1, you have something called armored moves, right? You do an input, your move comes out, you have armor, you can tank a hit and hit your opponent. And the same thing you have in Street Fighter 6, but it is called a DP, also known as Dragon's Punch. It has invulnerable frames from frame 1. So this is how you do that motion, reminiscent of what I just said before, except we're gonna add another sliding motion. So typically DPs, you start holding forward, you push down, and you go back to forward, then you do a light punch, medium punch, or heavy punch, right? Instead of letting go, the same motion. Forward, slide your finger to the down directional pad, then slide it back up to forward, then tap a button. Congratulations, you just did your first DP. Utilizing this tactic will make your transition a lot more smoother. All right, so now we're gonna discuss the combo routes in Street Fighter 6. How do they work? Well, unlike in Mortal Kombat 1, where if you tap a sequential amount of buttons, such as heavy punch, low kick, you would do a completely different animation than that of your normals. In Street Fighter 6, you're only linking your normals, and your drive rush is what chains everything together. So in Mortal Kombat, you would typically do high punch, low kick, and it would do a completely different animation. In Street Fighter, the same medium punch, if you have a combo, which is called a target combo, it would look exactly the same as if you push the buttons independently, okay? I want you guys to understand that. So now, how to create combos. You're gonna most likely be doing 1 to 2 hits, maybe 3, depending on the character, and then you will do forward. And when you do that, it will enter a drive rush. Then you will do another 1 to 2 hits, and you will end it off of a super or ending it off in a heavy hit. This is how you chain combos. This is how you create combos. Yes, you must know your frame data to know and how much hit advantage you have to know what other moves you can do. But being that you came from another fighting game, I'm going to assume that you have some type of knowledge of this. So let's move forward. In Mortal Kombat, you have people who do wake up fatal blows. Yes, we know you hate them. But in Street Fighter 6, we have something very similar. It is the super bars on the bottom right corner of your screen. Now you have 3 of them, which means you have 3 different cinematic animations. So just like in Mortal Kombat, how people wake up Fatal Blow, they do the exact same thing on Street Fighter. They wake up level 3, wake up level 2, wake up level 1. So when you knock somebody down and they have some type of meter, give it a second or two to see if they're gonna wake up. All right, and the next thing I want to talk about is the game plan. Mortal Kombat, I like to call it, is an unga bunga game. You do a lot of gimmicky stuff, you do a lot of specials, and you can kind of get away with things. That's not flying in Street Fighter. You have to play fundamentals, okay? What do I mean by that? You have to get good with your movement, playing footsies. You have to understand it is extremely important. That is actually where most, if not majority of your openings will happen, through footsies. Second, you need to definitely understand that strike throw in Street Fighter is a lot more stronger than Mortal Kombat. Even though Mortal Kombat has a similar playstyle, poke, 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 grab, grab, poke, but it is slower. Everything is, the grab is 10 frames, pokes are typically 7 going on to 9 frames. In Street Fighter, the frames are faster, so you're gonna have to react. And sometimes you have what's called throw loops. They are annoying, but if you learn the strike throw mix, keep it simple, you will be most effective in Street Fighter 6. Remember that. So, a tip I forgot in this video: when to use the actual light punch, medium punch, and heavy punch. This is how you utilize it. If you do it this way, trust me, it will help you. Light punch is when your opponent is right up in your grill. I'm talking right up in your grill. You're gonna use your lights. They're faster and they recover faster. You don't do that much damage, but you won't get punished as much. Your mediums, you want to typically use your mediums for either whiff punishing or in the neutral, because they typically have further range, but they're a bit slower. Now, the big one, the heavy attacks. Don't use these moves. Only use them when your opponent does something flat out unsafe. Then you do a punish. Why? If you punish them with a heavy button, you get to do heavy damage. You see where I'm going with this? Your heavies should only be used in certain cases to whiff punish, but only if the opponent does something flat out unsafe. Remember that, and that will help you with the transition into Street Fighter 6. All right, guys, that wraps up the video. If you found this video helpful, please drop a like, drop a comment. I hope this video helps you. If it does, I want you to come back to this video and drop a comment about how did it help you. And if you're watching this video before the 22nd of May, then this is a great video to help you prepare if you've been seeing Akuma, which I have, and yeah, I'm going to be playing him, and we're gonna get a lot of sauce with him. But on that note, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Peace.